So, but talking about drinking,
Yeah.
well, I don't know why I've gone so heavy into drinking here, but I did have a drinking topic. I saw something earlier that made me think of this. What's your favorite drinking game or the best drinking game you've ever been a part of?
So I'm assuming you're asking me like of the popular drinking games.
It could be anything. If
What
you want
was
to
the
school us on something.
No, there was this game. It was a board game my mom got me. It might have been called Drinkopoly or something like that. And I think that's what it was because I think it was set up like a Monopoly board. I saw it on one of the social media things and tagged her in it. And then like the next birthday I had, she had it
Of
for me.
course. Of course.
But it was set up like a Monopoly board. And like instead of like the go to jail and stuff like that, you would land on a spot and it would be like, all right, you and this person have to play a game of quarters. And there was a drink in the middle. And we never did this because everybody would drink like the craziest stuff. But you were supposed to pour some of your drink in there every so often, and then it was like a shot. So you were taking a shot of maybe Crown, beer, just God knows what mixed together. And I was like, we're not doing that. But
that sounds terrible.
yeah, but the cool thing was it was like all the drinking games. So it'd be like, all right, this round everybody plays beer pong. Loser has to take this amount of drinks or this amount of sips.
Yeah.
Finish your beer.
I like that.
It was a cool game. It was fun. I still have it somewhere. I have to
Yeah.
find it because that would be a blast. But yeah, of the generic games, beer pong.
Yeah. So, my first reaction, somebody was talking about drinking games earlier on Twitter, and that's what got me thinking of it. My first reaction was beer pong. And then I started thinking about it. And I'm like, I don't know. There's so many, right? Like there's beer pong, there's flip cup, there's Kings or whatever it's called. Presidents and Assholes, I think is one. There's quarters. There's all these games.
And then you get into the yard games. Like, can cornhole be a drinking game?
It could be.
'Cause you're
You
playing-
can make anything a drinking game.
Like, so
technically.
we play Can Jam as a drinking game. You have to have a drink in your hand when you play with us.
Yeah.
So it's the rule.
Yeah.
I don't know how other people play. We're just alcoholics.
I've only played Can Jam one time. I did not have a drink in my hand, but it was a lot of fun.
Can Jam is
I could see how it'd be fun. No, I think if I had to pick one, there's one that's a main one. Obviously, I just named it in the ones I said. It's not beer pong. I'm going flip cup. I love flip cup. I don't know why. Just something about it.
Flip
The
cup's
quick,
fun.
that
Yeah.
quick rush. We used to do flip cup when I played kickball. We'd do King of the Hill after, and like it was a kickball league, but it was also a flip cup league. So it was really cool. You'd meet up at the bar after, and you'd always crown a champion at the end of the night for that, which was always fun. There's also, I'm going to give a lot about myself away here, and I want to preface this before I say it. I was very young. I'm much older now. I'm much more mature. You do a lot of things when you're young that you're not proud of, but I am an open book. I'm transparent. I'll talk about anything. There was an app that you could download from the App Store when I was younger. It was called Piccolo. Anybody out there that knows what it is already like, oh yeah. Is
it still in the App Store?
It probably is. I don't know. You could probably look it up. There was like a free version, a paid version. You could do the same stuff on both, but the paid version had like more. So there's different levels to this app.
How do you spell this?
Picolo, I think. There's different levels to this app. There's like a bar version where you play with friends. There's like a caliente version where it's like a hot version, which was the spicy one everybody always wanted to play. Essentially what ended up happening is we'd be with a group of friends, and the game is like, it'd be your turn. You pass the phone around. It'd be your turn. You read what's on the phone, and essentially it says, everybody in the room that has a crush on so-and-so drink. And then you do it, and it gets dirty, though. It gets pretty freaking raunchy from there. It's like, hey, put your hand on the person you're most attracted to's crotch or drink. Jeez. So, like, it goes down rabbit holes. Now, it doesn't, like, cross more than that. Like, that's still pretty bad. Kissing, things like that. It does that. But it's, as a young man.
They smoking crack. They want $5 a week for this app.
Oh, fuck, yeah. No.
Sorry.
It was not $5
I wasn't
a week.
shaking my head at your story. I saw a $4.49 a week, and I was like, oh, no, thank you.
Yeah, no, hell no. But to any of my young single gents out there, early 20s, hanging out with other single ladies, if you're looking for a fun party game and you're all consenting, that's important, consenting, go ahead and download it. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah. No, beer pong was mine. We used to take beer pong very seriously. Like me and like my circle of friends. Like we had tournaments every weekend. We bought two like fake WWE belts from Walmart. I turned them into beer pong belts. Basically like glued cups on them, balls, all kinds of stuff.
Nice. I love it.
And we would do tournaments every weekend. Whoever held the belt, it was at their house. If you held the belt, you made the rules, so it was your house rules. So it always changed. We'd have at least, like, for doubles, we'd probably have 12 teams there every weekend and just buy, like, a keg of beer, throw a party.
How did I miss out on this? This is awesome.
Well, I think I was still in college at the time. I have the pictures somewhere. If I have the pictures, I'm going to post it of the belt because the belt was awesome. Well, you know Chad. I think his friend is the last one to have it, and I never got it back. Maybe it's time to get it back, and we run a tournament.
Yeah, we could definitely run a tournament. Listen, I've got friends, myself included, that are really, really good at beer pong. I don't know. It's been a while since I've done it, but we used to
I used to keep my record in my phone.
There's a friend of mine. I shit you not. There's a friend of mine that like all time we're like 105-3. Like we just don't lose. Which now I say that we'll go play somebody. We'll get our ass kicked.
Yeah, that's how me and my friend Aaron are too.
People hated us. But no, I used to go to. There was one bar, but I used to go to a bar when I was younger, and they would have tournaments every Friday. And it would be like $5 to enter, and you won a bar tab if you won. I think I won that tournament like twice, 3 times, something like that. It wasn't anything crazy. But yeah, it was a lot of fun, dude. I love beer pong.
Yeah. Oh, it's a blast. Now I want to play some beer pong.
I would do it. It's dangerous, right? Like now that I'm older, I'd still do it.
So we transitioned into, now that I'm older, we all drink while we play, but we play with water. But everybody's constantly drinking.
Yeah.
So that's how we kind of transitioned. Now, when we just went to Vegas, the hotel we stayed at had an Irish bar or Irish pub downstairs in the casino.
Yeah.
And they would do beer pong every night. So our pregame, before we went out every night, was go play 2 or 3 games of beer pong. You buy the pitcher for $10, and then you just go play. So we were drinking the beer that way. But before then, it was like you want to drink this. I want to drink beer. So we're just putting water in the cups. We're drinking what we're drinking. That's how we've transitioned in old age.
So same. And it's funny, though, because, like, and I know anybody who's listening is going to look at this and be like, oh, you're fucking gross. I kind of miss when I was younger just not giving a damn about what the ball touched. I mean, granted, we cleaned it off. Like, we washed it out before we put it in the cup. But I do kind of miss playing with actual beer or whatever in the cups because the forced, like, oh, you got to drink that now, as opposed to, like, if you just make a water cup, it's like, okay, cool. Take a sip of my beer.
Did y'all do the thing where if you lost, you had to finish the other team?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
like, that made it better for me. You know, like, it was more of like a.
You definitely got. We would get more drunk playing that way than we do now.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's still fun. For me, it's more the competition of it than anything.
I feel the same way, but hear me out. I think my first thought just now when you said that is I would just rather play like cornhole. If I'm just going to have a beer in my hand and play a game where I'm competing, I'm just going to play cornhole.
Yeah, like, I agree. I can agree with that for sure. Just, I don't know, just something about a good beer pong game every now and then, you know?
Nothing wrong with it.
I used to have a party at my house, and we're going to have beer pong. We set up beer pong for my son's birthday parties.
Fuck. You guys are those fans?
Oh, dude, my family is, listen, it took I think it took a while for my wife's mom to kind of understand what my family is.
You know? You're a Shalmation.
Yeah. So, like,
Shout
everything. Every party it is. Birthday parties. Anything. Christmas. I mean, everybody drinks on the holidays, but
right.
Baby showers. We drink. And it took a while for them to, I think, to kind of understand what we are. and my family, like, my mom doesn't hold her tongue. So she would make it known. Like, this is how we are. If you don't like it,
you can get.
I don't know what to tell you.
You know, I don't. So I didn't. Thankfully, or not thankfully, it's not a problem either way. But I didn't have that problem with my wife. My wife doesn't really drink, though. To be fully transparent,
like, wasn't a problem.
No. Yeah, but no, it was not even a like. But that's not even a thing with her family. We show up. They have mimosas for every party, basically wine. Not a lot of like beer and liquor, but still like something. At my family gatherings, my dad doesn't really drink. My sister drinks a little bit, but we're more of like a cocktail party, like my aunts and uncles on my dad's side really enjoy like a nice cocktail. So like I'll do that sometimes, and then at like my mom's side, which everybody's divorced, so that's why I'm going all these different sides. They're like wine and rum, and so like they're always there's alcohol everywhere.
Yeah.
Needless to say.
No, we do a big family party. We haven't done it in maybe 2 years, but for like 12 years straight, we did. Really like after Katrina, we started doing it. Just a big family party at my grandma's. She's got a big backyard with a pool and everything. So every summer, we'd invite like all our family, and then like everybody we grew up with in Chalmette. Like all my Chalmette friends would come, my uncle's friends would come. So it was like maybe 50, 60 people there. And it's just cases of Miller Lite just lined up, like ready to go. And that's just what we did. We'd get a big water slide every year.
That's
and
fun.
it was just a party. We called it the Tracy Bash. We make like koozies.
Why
and all kinds
doesn't
of
it
shit.
happen anymore?
I think my grandma just kind of, she won't ever say it, but she kind of she's one of those people where if you do something at her house, like everything, she wants everything perfect.
Gotcha.
And we would always tell her, like, just tell us what you want to do. We'll handle it.
It's not the same though.
It's not
the same because
right.
she has to have a hand in it because then
Right.
she knows it's perfect.
And it just,
I know people like that.
and it's
fine.
like
I'm that.
we all
person.
have our own houses now, but she's got like a 60, 70 yard long backyard. Like it's perfect for all these people.
right.
So it just, I don't know. Nobody's really. She just hasn't want to do it in a while. We mention it every year as like possibly trying to bring it back, and we always say it'll be small, but we all know it's not gonna be small. So, yeah, that's just all it is. She kind of got tired of dealing with it, I guess, and we didn't want to throw that on her. But I don't know. You'll be invited if we do it again.
I would love to be there. I love a
So,
good party.
Just a quick drive to Slidell, and that's it.
It's not that far from me anymore. I grew up in Slidell. Shout out Slidell. A lot of people don't know that about me. From like a year in to like when I was like 10, I lived in Slidell. So Slidell is definitely like,
Nice.
yeah,